Hello boys, my name is Kuliyoshi, and while this was going to be a DLC episode, I'm actually including this as a bonus episode because I just found this crazy strategy for the battle tower. Anyways, this one is gonna be pretty self-explanatory. My apologies if I haven't done much from our stuff because I haven't really done much. So anyway, this is welcome back to my Pokemon Shield sort of playthrough. This is just a bonus episode, but today I'm going to show off a strategy that I found for one of my YouTubers, and we're going to be going with the Rain team. We're going to lend this team, and then we're going to use them to just go through a bunch of other stuff. And yes, by beating the game, if you come to the battle tower after beating game, you can get a bunch of stuff here. And the battle Rain team is pretty straightforward. I have a specific set of Pokemon that I use, and the basic idea is to just spam water attacks and other stuff to just slowly take out opponents. While there are a couple of other strategies, I just like this strategy in particular because this strategy has very few ways to get countered, since most of them only have 2 weaknesses, so it's pretty good. And the only time you really need to Dynamax is when there's a major threat. But I think I'll just let the strategy explain itself. I want to battle. Specifically, we want to select this one, the double battle tier, and kind of just go through. So here's the Rain team. So we want to choose this one. Enter Pelipper immediately as the first Pokemon. Enter Bearskewt as the second, the Cuddle third, and just Toad. And that's all we're going to really do. We don't really need the other two, but they are definitely useful in their own rights. Like Raichu could use the Rain to use Thunder, which is a guaranteed accurate move, and Farafo also has some decent moves. But other than that, we're basically just going to do this setup. And the Pelipper is really set up against his weakness because he has a Focus Sash, so he'll always be able to survive one hit no matter what. That alone should hopefully carry us through most of the game. And yes, this is a pretty busted team, so I want to show this off just for anybody who gets annoyed at what to do. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Hi, Word, it's been ages since I say. How's you been doing? Okay, so we'll probably just do as many battles in a row as we can. Yes, this is a live bonus episode, and yes, I am kind of just doing stuff at random, but I thought I would show this off because I am trying to train my Pokemon right now, like the one Pokemon I got from a previous episode, that level 10. I want to try and actually max him, but I don't really have a good strategy for it. Okay, it doesn't look like anything else is going to work. So I'm going to use, I'll just use this on this, and we'll kind of balance it out. And use Liquidation on this one. Now, this is my first run, so I'm not sure if I'll actually be able to win, but this team alone will definitely do a lot of damage because, yeah. Okay, that's not a good move to use there, unfortunately. So that means he's gonna hang on. He's his Focus Sash. Beyond that, though, it's pretty easy. Yeah, that's the classic trick there. Okay, I'm just gonna go aggressive, and then on the second turn, I'm gonna protect using Pelipper. Okay, I don't need much. I'm gonna use Poison Jam on the other one. Okay, he also has Protect. I might use Protect with my own character later. Yes, since this is competition, having Protect is a decent move, because you could just predict who your opponent's gonna attack and just kind of counter it. Okay. I'm gonna use Hurricane this time. And we're gonna double attack this Pokemon this time. Because of stuff like that. Alright. I thought she was gonna swap. She had a Life Orb, so she could have easily done that. But like I said, this team is pretty overpowered. Okay. I don't know what to do. Oh wow, this bat. Okay, that looks like it could be annoying. We're gonna Dynamax. You don't actually need to Dynamax during any of these battles, but it is really effective to Dynamax when a specific opponent appears or when you're running low. There's quite a few other stuff. Also, the Sparasquito, part of the reason why we take it is because it is super fast. It outspeeds almost everything, and it does a lot of other stuff. Now, I know Wobbuffet tends to have a lot of damage, so we are going to do this. Now, the only real time you want to Dynamax is when you absolutely need to, or a couple of other stuff. I learned Wobbuffet could be scary, though, so I kind of just do that, just to make it safe. Okay, good. We got rid of it in one shot. Especially if he had Focus Sash, that would have been annoying. There was no way of getting out of that right away. That was too expensive, but that's fine. There's so many backups that, yeah, he's already dead anyway. I think Hurricane's probably the best move. Have we even met before? I don't know. Yes. We're gonna just keep battling until he is let's battle to decide which one of us has the cutest Pokemon. And yes, there are tiers to this. Okay, not being able to use the Focus Sash for a while didn't really help out a lot, unfortunately. Okay. That thing has a... that's crazy. A lot of these teams really like using Light Screen for some reason. I'll just use Scald. Yes, the Veriscuda does take a little bit of damage every time he uses his Life Orb, but that helps out a lot with some of the attacks. For the most part, you kind of just want to spam Scald and also Hurricane as things come up with the characters, and just keep on spamming that until they all die, and that's basically it. Just because that's about all you have to really do. Yes, these Pokemon do have decent stats, so yeah, you can very quickly kill them. Probably should have just had that eye go to the right instead. Okay, well that helps out a lot. The most obvious thing you want to do is obviously use water attacks because of other stuff. That's one reason why you want to usually spam water attacks, because it's rain. You get more power, and there's also other moves you can take advantage of, like one of my Pokemon does have a Swift Spam ability. Ludicolo specifically does. So yeah, we can kind of just do that. So I'm... Okay. Ooh, we got a rare candy for moving up on the ranks. Oh wow, so it kind of stops you after a little while. Okay. So we're gonna choose this again. To be fair, that was probably an easy first set to do. They always make the first couple of battles easy, and then they make it a little bit harder later. That being said, this is probably one of the best teams for this specific tower for some reason. I don't know why, but it's really cool. Now, there are a couple of ways you can lose. Okay. I'm not gonna say any of the chats. Goodness, Togekiss is coming out a ton. It's probably the same Togekiss as before, or maybe it might even have something different. Okay. That one seems a bit annoying. Okay, I'm just gonna spam water types, so it doesn't really matter. As here's Liquidation in particular should usually take out most opponents in one hit. The opponents who survive, Pelipper will just finish off like that. So already he's down one. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do a quick switch here. Oh, actually, even better, I could just keep him in and protect, actually. That'll work as well. I should have known that he was going to do that. I'm going to protect. Yeah. Not very effective against either of them. Okay, I'm just going to go for you instead. Pelipper having Protect in particular helps out a lot. That's not the best. Okay. Look at these idiots trying to hit us with electric and then just things happen. Alright. Oh, they're both electric, right? Well, actually, wait. I have to take out the Fiend first. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna switch to Ludicolo here with Pelipper. I'll bring him back later to get the rain back in case someone loses it. And, I don't know what else to do. Okay, we're just gonna spam attacks on Gyarados until he dies. Hopefully that works out. There's not really a good way to dodge this. Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. The grass makes it resist. Okay, so that was a good pick. Alright, I'm just gonna do this anyways. It's still gonna probably do more damage than anything else that I do to him. I can bring in Seismitoad to take care of this annoying Pokemon, and then just switch in to Everflyer so that he doesn't take any damage. Alright. Yeah, I think we have to use Seismitoad here. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, it always makes it disappear. Okay, we're gonna use Earth Power here. Finally get rid of that annoying opponent. Oh, wait a minute. Since that's not Earthquake. Oh, never mind. So I don't need to switch. I could have sworn I needed to switch, but then... Okay, I'm just gonna go for close combat on this guy. Those comments also another really good move. Okay. Let's take this guy out. There he goes. So, I guess we know now that he's electric type. That did like nothing to us. Okay. Okay, I don't even need the weather anymore. Their skill's really fast, by the way. He is like the highest speed of the team, so he basically outspeeds everything. It's absolutely insane how effective this is. So the reason why I'm playing this fully is not only to get a good video, but to get as many BB as I can. Yes, of course. No reason to not continue here. Look at you. I couldn't think. Okay, I should stop talking. Let's just go. If there's a big threat, you could always just Dynamax and take care of it right away if it gets really bad. I know Fairform is grass, but I don't know who's it gonna target. Maybe just Hurricane with Pelipper and Protect with you for now. Because I want to check what they have, and the best way to do so is to just Protect. I'm going to predict they go for Fairform. Fairform going for me would probably not be surprising at all. Oh, that's the same Nuzzle character from before. And the other same character from before. That was not good. Okay. Back to Ludicolo. I'm gonna stun this guy with that, and then use close combat on you to get rid of him. That'll make him flinch. So we get a perfect turn here. Take out Fairform. That is one of the Pokemon I could potentially use. Okay, good. Spread out the damage a little bit. By the way, somebody will probably always die no matter what. That part is basically guaranteed, but as long as we get good luck, we should be able to go through most things really easily. You hardly really need to Dynamax at all unless there's an immediate threat that needs to be taken out. One such thing I'll probably use that on is probably any grass or electric types. or anything else that just really blocks me, and I know from experience, I said. Otherwise, this Bear skill, you kind of just want to just spam Liquidation over and over again. That thing will often one-hit most Pokemon, and it'll do major damage to everything else. And Ludicolo is just really versatile with all its moves, so it could take out a lot of stuff too. That's the reason why Ludicolo, because he just has so many different moves to pick from. And it's so silly seeing some of these pilots try to attack and doing almost no damage, and then every time I Bear Scuda attacks, it just does other stuff, and that was a bad helping ad there. Literally did nothing. All you're doing now is wasting my time, and I don't like it. Okay. Another rare candy. Another 5 BP. Oh, that's not enough. I just realized. Because that's around 7, I do not have enough. This team does work in single battle, but it's not as effective. For single battles, you probably want a completely different team. And yes, part of the reason why I didn't do doubles is because of this reason. I didn't really have the best team, but now I have a decent team I could just use here. So yeah, we have to do this at least 3 times or whatever to do stuff. Oh, and if you battle long enough, you can encounter opponents later. Leon can actually potentially show up. I might do a walkthrough on that later or using his team, but it depends. Okay, I just found out Hatsune is not the best to do with, so we're gonna just take her out first. Thankfully, it won't take too long. A couple skulls will take care of her, but her Thunderbolt is crazy, and that does seem to stay the same between all the other Pokemon, so we're just gonna go ahead and take her out first. And Henry is a one-hit with that, so we can just take her straight out with that. Not have to worry about that electric attack there. And kind of just weaken the other one. Oh wow, that's very unlucky. I straight up am forced to switch because of stuff, potentially. Yeah, that's not fun when your most powerful Pokemon gets frozen straight away. I may have to Vengeance this, like, right now, but right now I am gonna switch. Okay. Get this Bowsing guy out of here. Do a little bit of vengeance by taking out the person who froze me first. Which we were able to do. And now I might use a little bit of a vengeance attack, I'm not sure. Okay, Bronzong might be annoying, I don't know. Actually, wait, no, we could probably take him out fine. Okay, so because we got a very unlucky freeze, by the way, that freeze is less than a 10% chance to happen, I'm gonna do a little bit of a Vengeance Dynamax here. If you actually use Dynamax every battle, it would be not even a challenge. That being said, you can't really win all these battles without Dynamaxing. You will sometimes have to do this. And yes, I'm doing this specifically for Vengeance. In case you're wondering, Tri-Attack is like about a 10% chance of affecting one of 3 status effects, and because it was completely destructive to my Pokemon, I decided to get a little bit of vengeance and just use stuff. Okay, I think I could just use Protect now and wait with the other character. Okay, I could swap out Pelipper. Let's do that. Let's swap out Pelipper and then swap back, which will just straight up remove this. Actually, well, now I think of it, I'm silly. I don't need that. We'll just do this. Also, now I think of it, Max Geyser is best used when you don't have rain already. Because then that will remove that and change the rain. So yeah, Bronzeword Sandstorm didn't really do much. It's actually probably the time you want to use that. Just so you keep that down. So we had to use Dynamax there, but that's fine. Dynamax does cost a little bit of time if you're doing a speedrun, which is why it's not used all the time. I don't deserve to be the president of the Pokemon fan club. Well, actually, you're just a kid. That would seem very silly anyways. Oh, there he is. Koyoshi, I've been waiting for you. Always knew you were able to win your way here. Now, how about you take on Challenger Leon with anything you've got? So yeah, Leon will randomly appear. Leon's pretty straightforward, though. There's a pretty straightforward strategy for him most of the time. Ooh, actually, this is not the team I was expecting to see him use. Now, Leon does have a specific strategy for him. He will always bring out his Charizard at the last point, and I want to use a Dynamax move to take that guy out as soon as he appears, because he is pretty deadly. I don't know what else to do, though. So again, we're just gonna spam water attacks here. Okay, good thing I didn't go for Aegislash. He went straight for a King Shield, but we didn't attack him, so we're just gonna take out his friend instead. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Scald should skip the Rocky Helmet, right? Yeah, okay, good. So Pelipper does not take any damage from that. So speaking of which, here it comes. Alright, as soon as Charizard appears, you want to immediately destroy it with a Dynamax. This is just a safety threat because his Charizard is actually pretty powerful, so you want to specifically target this Pokemon. And yes, because he's Leon, he will almost always Dynamax that particular Pokemon no matter what. He's one of the only opponents in this entire area that will Dynamax Dynamax's Pokemon. The only way to really counter it is to double target him and just use Max Geyser. So it'll be kind of light, but yep, there he goes. There he goes. And yes, I did know about this because he's Leon. Of course he's gonna Dynamax. So we have to counteract him by using that. Again, unfortunately for him, just similar to last time, his Charizard won't really stand a chance against our really fast stuff. Okay, that's interesting. Goodness, lots of delaying. Oh wow, really? I'm just trying to take him out. That's fine. As long as we go for 4M, we can take him out. And because of the way it's set up, his damage is set up, that is usually going to be a 1-hit on Charizard. Sorry, our best Pokemon just got taken out, buddy. And yes, I don't show Leon any mercy. He has some pretty deadly Pokemon that could potentially do a lot of damage. And thankfully enough, Scald also took him out, so now he has... Okay, this guy is Water Absorb, I remember that. So we have to go with Hurricane. Actually, I could just Protect. Yeah, I might Protect. See what he has. I could always double Protect with him. Oh yes, and yes, I do remember specifically for some weird reason that Seismitoad does have Water Absorb, so if you use any water attacks, it's just gonna do some other stuff. So we'll go ahead and use this instead, and a quick Hurricane instead. Hurricane's definitely really useful for dealing with opponents who have Water Absorb, and there we go. This is not the only form of Leon you fight. There is a different form that has him using starters as well. And since you managed to defeat me, you'll be able to move up the ranks here at the Battle Tower. Indeed. I knew you had it in you, Koyoshi. I was sure you and your Pokemon would brass right for the first stage of the Battle Tower. Think you've seen all the Battle Tower stuff, or we'll only get started. I'll give you one of my lead cards, and not just any old one. This is a rare one. Ooh. Some more BP, and you've moved through the Pokemon tier. A bottle cat. A spray of sassy vet. When Pokemon fails this bit, its special defense will go more easily, but its speed will go more slowly. The judge function has been unlocked. You can now use it in your boxes. Okay, well, apparently that does block a lot of stuff, so Battle Tower actually proven to be quite useful here. Okay. So I want to show you what I'm buying with that, just to make it a little bit more funner, just because of other stuff. So anyways, we'll start by saving. But anyway, that was definitely a lot more funner than I thought. I actually didn't expect to fight Leon that early, so Leon actually straight up appears even sooner than I thought. No, what am I doing? What is this? Yeah! Okay. Hey on guys, I'm actually gonna be right back for a minute. Hello boys! So, sorry guys, I'm back, and I may or may not be done with this episode, but anyways, I picked the wrong button there, so I'm gonna quickly change to this. So let's take a look at all the different cards. So here we have Leon's rare card, which is this one. So I thought I would take a look at some of the lead cards we collected, because I don't think any of my videos show that. So anyways, number 26, Avery. Number 61, Piers. Hop, and number 189. Number 908, Bede, who is now a Fairy-type gym leader, by the way. Number 241, Rayhan, with a really interesting-looking photo. Number 361, Melanie, with, I forget who that is in the background, but it's interesting. Number 910, Oppo, who has Bede right next to his position, which is really cool. Number 291, Alistair, who is actually another gym leader who could have potentially faced. I did not face him, I think, because I'm playing Shield version. I believe you face him on Sword version. Number 187, Kabu, rather. Number 49, Nessa. Number 831, Milo, our first really hard opponent in the Sabo-only playthrough. It was kind of difficult. And you can see this was back from 2019, so like I said, it's been a while since I've done this. Number 61, Piers, which this one looks a little bit better. Number 361, Melanie. Oh yes, we did get a rare Melanie card at one point. Number 960, Marnie. I'm just gonna say that. Number 908, Bede. So that our Bede was actually a rare card. Chairman Rose, with no number. Number 241, Rayhan. I think is this rare league card or normal league card. Number 910, Opal. This is his regular league card. Number 291, Alistair. Okay, so I guess I did face him. I think I actually faced someone different in Sword. Number 187, Kabu. Number 49, Nessa. Number 1, Leon. And his faux card. This is the one you get at the beginning of the game. Number 831, Milo. And number 189 Hop, that's the very first card we get. So yeah, we got a lot of specific stuff there. And our lead card, number 7. I went with number 7 because I always hear a lot of people say that's a lucky number, so I'm like, sure, why not? Let's just go with the lucky number 7. Okay, so for the end of the video, I'm going to show you something I was actually trying to go for, and that's the only reason why I did the Battle Tower. Because if we do that and then go back to Hammerrock, there's a special person we can buy BP items from. We need enough BP to buy them, which is why we did that so many times. You get exactly 7 every few turns we finished, so 3 turns is guaranteed to give us enough. In fact, that's actually enough for multiple of these. So I wanted to show you this shop because I thought it was really cool. You can buy these as well, but they're more expensive. So for my setup, I'm going to go for Power Bracer. Reduces each of these reduce your speed right now, but that doesn't really make a difference because it allows the holder's attack stat to go low after battling. We're going to buy this one. Then we need one with speed stat, which is Power Anklet. So we're going to go for that next. And then we have Max HP. And then Power Lens, which is Special Attack. This one I'm going to buy as well. So what these do is, essentially there's a hidden IV mechanic in the game where every time you defeat an opponent, you'll straight up get points in that stat, and that applies to every Pokemon. Wearing this item makes it, instead of getting 1 IV, you get 8. 8 in addition to that, so the stat goes really fast or something. And that's what I'm actually planning on doing with one of my Pokemon, because I feel like when I did my online setup, I was not doing really well, and I want to actually train it pretty well. I could even train my Cinderace in the same way as well, but, I mean, Inteleon, but that's a special Pokemon. I'll probably not use it in competition, really. It'll probably just be a side Pokemon. So with that in mind, I'm going to actually end this bonus episode right here. So yes, that is a little bit more progress in the Battle Tower than usual. I did show off some of it, but I didn't show off enough of it. So that's why I've gone through and just straight up did this instead. So feel like you guys enjoyed this. Cut, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we hopefully continue with DLC stuff. Bye.